Hi everyone, welcome to my space, our freedom, and let's dive into data. So, over the course of my week, I shared this post about the Nigerian car markets, an analysis I did on Excel, and I created this beautiful looking dashboard I posted on LinkedIn and Twitter. I got a lot of requests to recreate this dashboard and post on my YouTube, which I'm about to do right now. Not like I was bullied or anything, but you guys made your point. So here's the video. So with this dashboard, I was able to present the average vehicle metrics in the Nigerian car markets. I know the price is around 5 million averagely. I feel like this is like an old data set because right now things are like quite expensive. The mileage is about 28,000 kilometers. The horsepower around 217 HP, and the engine is 3,100 cubic centimeters. So I was able to do a little research on some of the metrics to get to like understand them even better. I could see the mileage is a car has two main meaning. It can refer to the total distance a vehicle can travel, often displayed on the door odometer, or the distance a vehicle could travel on a specific amount of fuel. That's the mileage. And the engine size is often measured in liters or cubic centimeters, represent the total volume of the cylinder in the engine. While the horsepower quantifies how fast can a work be done. In practical terms, it indicates how quickly an engine can produce force to move something. So the average horsepower here is 217. And here we also did the top 10 cars and colors. But without giving it so much talk, let me walk you through how I made this aesthetics, or will I even call it, this beautiful looking dashboard, and how I was able to analyze, clean my data, and get it looking like this. So stay in charge. If you're just joining, like, subscribe, share. Let's get it. Let's get into it right now. Okay, guys, let's get started. For this dashboard, first off, I imported my data into my Excel workbook using Power Query. So if you're just joining us, you could get your data set from the description below. So check the description. You could download the data so you could follow along as we work on this dashboard together. So I'll go to the data and get data from text and CSV because the text and CSV file from Nigerian Car Sales. Yeah. So Cars 45, that's where the data was scrapped from car45.com's website. So those are where the informations we're getting from. We're going to be using. So let's wait for it to load up and we could transform our data, make some few changes before we load this back in. So transform our data. Okay, so this is our data set. And one of the things I'm going to take out because I don't need the car ID, so I'm going to remove them. We still need our index, the description of the car, the amount of each car. And for the region, we're going to edit this into states. So we're going to split the column by delimiter. So we're going to use space and we'll remove every other columns that was added. So here now we have states. This is region 1 and we're going to have to delete this. Here we can have cities. Those are cities. These are cities. We have about 4 regions. So For the cities, I think the best thing for us to do is merge the remaining 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So merge column into cities. So now we have cities, and for this we're going to edit the states because we want them to come out in a clean format so our workbook will be able to recognize them as states and give us our map charts. So one of them is Abuja. Abuja is not a state. We have to replace the values with Abuja to Federal Capital Territory because that's the full state's name. Territory because city. So we'll do that for Abuja, and up next, I think it wasn't replaced. So let me click on Abuja again. Copy. So replace values. Federal territory. Okay. So that's changed as well. And we also want to transform. There's some aqua that is supposed to be Aqua Ibom. Yeah, this is it. So I have to change it back to Aqua Ibom. Aqua Ibom. That's my state if you don't know. So okay. So we've adjusted our region and made it states and cities. You can see the make of the car, you can see the year of the car as well, the colors, the condition, if it's Nigerian use, if it's brand new, and others. And for the mileage, something I noticed that the average mileage of a car is within 15 to 20,000 for a used car. But this one is having 100,000. So I on my own, because it's a dummy data set, so I could play with it. So I removed something. So we go to our transform and we extract the first characters. So I left it within 8,000 range. So I left 5 characters there. So any other thing more than that was removed. So yeah. So that's majorly what I did on this, and I left every other thing like that. So let's load it up to into our workbook. So wait for it to load in. Can you see? Our data is all loaded up, and yeah. So from here now, up next is for us to summarize our data using pivot tables and get all the information we want and answer like few more questions with it. So without further ado, let's get started with that. So up next, I'll just click on summarize pivot tables and access assets, location, all is here. So I'll click OK. So let me just put this as our analysis. Okay, let's calculate our metrics. So first off, I want to see the average amount, that's the average price of the vehicle sold. So click on about if you settings and click on average, click OK. So this is 4.98. But summarize our data very soon. So let's copy this. Another metric we want to get is the average of our want average horsepower as well. So we could see that. Yeah, we'll put average horsepower. Another metrics we have is the average mileage. So we have the average mileage, look at this. And the next one is the average or average engine size. So those are our major key metrics. Those are our average key metrics. And another thing we calculated was the top 10 car make. We're gonna use the counts now. So column one, I'll count this. So this is the total number we have, and we want to see the car make as well. So I want to see the top 10 of this. So let's go. So I'll filter, click on top 10 and the counts. Say okay. So you can see our top 10 here. This is our top 10 cars on total car models. Up next, we have the top 10 colors as well. Top 10 colors. So you have to take our make out and bring in the colors as well. So top 10. Okay. Next one's our states. So we remove the make and bring in our states. Like we all know we can't do this the states. If we want to use a matcha, we can do it inside of our pivot table. So we brought it out, and yeah, this is it. So we have states, and we have the amount of cars. Let's just see cars. So yeah, we have states, and the last thing we added was transmission, about if they're automatic or so I think transmission is one of the last things. Yeah. But all want to see if they're manual or automatic. So we clear all and we just want to see automatic and manual because those are the ones we know about in Nigeria. So click OK. So here we have it. This is our pivot tables. So from here now we'll be building our wireframe for our charts. So here we'll have our dashboard. Okay, let's begin to wireframe our dashboard. And first off, let's remove our lines, the grid lines on our sheets. When you're about to structure your dashboard, consider your workbook to be a canvas for you to get creative with. You could do whatever you want with it. You could, so long as it's telling the particular story of the data you want to tell. So just focus on telling the story and also be creative about it. So first off, let me convert the backdrop to the color we're going to be using. And color here is 888894. Okay. So this is the backdrop of what we're going to be using. And next up, let's insert our one cool tip I could give is reduce your workbook to 80% so you have enough room to do whatever you want to do on here. But you could leave it at 90 when you first bring in things in. Then when you start bringing all your charts, you could adjust it as well. So first off, let's make our progress line. Let's format colors. So yeah, this is a solid black and no lines. Can adjust it colors a bit. Okay, yeah. So then we have the main for our actual dashboard. So here we have this. Let me align this. Align top. Someone making jest of me about this alignment on Twitter. If I catch you. But either way, there's make enough room for what we're gonna do. And yeah, this is it. So next off is for us to bring in our icons and our car, the picture, the PNG file of our car. So let me bring in all of them now. Over here we have this. Okay, I made use of this exit. I made use of this. I made use of folder and home. Make up the pin as well. Made use of this, this, and this. And I have like multiple options for the cars, but I will just bring all of them in. Okay. So here we have it. So like I said, I'll drop the link for the cars where I was able to download the cars. So I'll drop the link for you to check them out. In case you're looking at exploring other kind of cars, maybe like a BMW or Rolls Royce, yeah, or Korope. Wherever you find yourself, you could like find a car that suits the story you're trying to tell. So yeah, we have these two cars. I wanted to go for this, but if I wanted to do this, it wasn't given the story I wanted. Like if you know Lagos, you know this is you see this once in a while in Lagos, and but you see Hilux and this this one with their convoy every other day in Lagos. So pom 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 pom. So I make it a little bit transparent. Like okay, yeah, this is okay. So it blends into the black. I like it because it's a shiny black color. So it sits pretty within your dashboard. Okay. So we could leave like that for now. So I just brought this in to just show you that if you have other options, you could also bring it in. I could just leave it there, just like maybe a car getting parked one side. Yeah. So we could just leave this here. Okay. And let's build our navigator bar. So I use this as the icons to represent the wheels and the cars. And here we have the house, which represent the dashboard. Up next, we have this, which represents the analysis, and we have this, and we have the exit as well. So let me reduce them. Go to picture formats, not aligned yet. So let me just reduce this. Okay. That's so small. Is it 7 is okay? Yeah, 7 should just fine. Or 6. Let's see. Okay, 6. 6 is good. So bring this down and let's align this. Align center. And then you distribute vertically. Yeah. So I feel we got this part sorted already. And up next we have our where we placed our KPI cards. So I know I'm doing the right thing. Let me check out that vote. You can see the KPI is the space for this. Okay, so let's format this as well. We use the black color, so we could also just make it transparent as well. So KPI it was 1C, 1C, 1E. So no lines, and we make it transparent by, let's say, 30%. Okay, this is okay. Might not be really obvious, that's the essence, but wanted it to be transparent so we could still see our car behind it. So let's arrange our price. Okay, we have them. Let me bring them forward. Send to the prompts. So we have the price. We have the mileage. We have the horsepower. And then we have the engine size. Let me resize this and okay, yeah, can make it a bit bigger. Okay, 7 is just fine. So let me align this. I'll align the top and let's distribute this horizontally. So we got that as well. So it's any time for this. Let's bring in our text. First one is let's get our title, which is the Nigerian car markets. Then next we bring in this. I should use this. We call this the average vehicle metrics. Let's just copy this. Yeah. So this should do it. Let's place it right on top of here. I don't know why I walk and I don't bring my glasses. Okay, we got this. Then we adjust this. So let's bring in the labels for our KPIs as well. Let's reduce this. We have price. But this should still be the same. Have price. We have the mileage. Then we have horsepower. We have horsepower. And then we have the engine size. So let's align this. So they will be on the same line, and yeah, okay. And okay, that should do. So we've set up how we're gonna place our KPI cards, and up next, let's start bringing in our KPIs. So go to our analysis, and okay, I forgot to link this. Can always link our bar to locate where we want it to be. Okay, I want this to be dashboard. I want this to be my analysis. Click OK. And I want this to be our data, our data sets, which is the car 45 data. So click OK. So now it takes us where we want it to be. So let's format the average amounts. So with currency first, I want the Nigerian currency. So I think Nigerian currency is Edo, Hausa, they wrote them like that. Yeah, you can see. So this is Edo. You click OK. But once I also summarize them, make it look better. Okay, so we do our normal formatting just in case we slice through. So put if the value in the cell is up to 1,000,000 and 3, 4, 5, 6. We want it to show us this in one decimal place and two commas because million and an M. And semicolon if it's not, contrary again. Make this 1,000 and we remove one comma, we make this M, we make this K. If it's not, just if it's less than 1,000, just make it 0. I'll click OK. So it summarizes this for us. And we can also do the same format on this and this as well. But you see there was a mistake on the format I did, so let me go adjust them. So this is okay. We added 4 here. And feels greater equals to 1,000. There was no comma, so we had to place a comma now. So get it right. But we don't want the currency sign on it, so click OK. So format the same over here as well. So yeah. Okay, after summarizing our data, I was able to make references by naming the cells where our values were placed. So I can start bringing them into our dashboard. So let's bring them in. Let's insert this for our, let me format this as well. No field, no line. So this will be equal to price, like I named myself. And as you can see, let me make room enough. Okay. Okay. Let me bring in our mileage as well. Bring in our mileage. and our horsepower as well, and our engine size. So let's move the format printer to format them. And let me align this as well. Align top and so it can be on the same line. Okay. So yeah. So one more thing I want to write what we use to measure them. What we use to measure our charts. So let's remove this and this is kilometers. This is HP or horsepower. And this one is CC for cubic centimeters for our engine size. That's how we are able to measure easy size. Horsepower as well. And kilometers or mileage. So we're done with our KPI cards, and next up, let's start bringing our charts. I added this insights. It says insights and pricing, mileage, and performance source from car45.com. That was where the data was scrapped out from. And let's start bringing in our charts. Let's start with our states and cars. Okay. Go to inserts, our map, and yeah. So here you have it. We say no fill, no line. We don't want the legend as well. We're using the chat so we can make references to yeah. So our series color to show where the values are really are. So we have this for the lowest, we have this for the highest. This is too dark. Let me bring it up a bit so you could easily tell. So let's bring this into all the assets. I will reduce this a bit, yeah, so it fits in. Okay. I know the title for this is our location, our our location, country A, location, Nigeria, Africa, Nigeria, Africa, that's the location. And remember this icon buttons represents our location. So we're able to sort out that. Next up, let's bring in the car models, and we're using the bar charts for this as well. So yeah, let's bring out the bar charts. Okay, of our field list, of the grid lines of the legend, and take out this of the line on our bar charts. Yeah, so let's color our bars. This okay, and titles are. So let's bring this to our chart as well. So we don't want no fill and no line. and we want to reduce this a bit and reduce this as well. And for this, we need to use a better so it becomes obvious. So the title of this, let's just copy from there. So this is the top 10. This is top 10 most popular car model. Top 10 popular car model. Rather than rewriting it again, let's just copy them. And we can reduce this so it fits in. So we got that sorted. Next up is our colors. This one is our column charts. Insert our column charts. Okay. So we had our field list as always of our legend, grid lines, and titles of. We remove the lines on our bars and take out this. So that's majorly it. And next up, we change the colors and we bring it up our charts. It goes, which is says, yeah. Looking at this, black is the most common car in Nigeria market right now. Black cars. I also need a black Mercedes. So yeah. So let me bring in the title. So which color wins? Top 10 picks for Nigerian cars. Let me draw this. Okay. So next up, we'll bring in our transmission. This one will be a donuts chats. And let's remove our field list. Let's take out our legend. No, I want the legend. So take out the item model. Okay, we need label. But we'll take out the title. Let me rotate this and then we should focus on that. Let me rotate this. How about it the other way? Okay. Let me just set a base. Okay. So for our labels, I don't want them to be numbers. I want them in percentage. So 94% drives automatic and 6% drives manual. Funny enough, I learned how to drive using a manual car. And let's off our lines. And the first color for the manual car, for the automatic, we use our colors and we make it brighter one here. Like the point explosion to make them look separate from themselves. Then we can slim them down a bit. Okay. So let's move this to our dashboard. Yeah. So let's bring in our title. Driver's choice. Automatic or manual. If you're a fan of manual cars, you could also say that in the comment section. Let me see my manual files. And so this will bring us to the end of this dashboard. But one more thing, we need to add our slicers. Our slicers. So insert slicer. I want to slice it by the condition of the car. So click OK. So this is it. Today I wanted to actually show you how I format my slicer. So first of all, click one of them and let me click this drop down. You pick one and all you do is duplicate this. The background of the slicer of the dashboard is black, so I don't want no border. And we make the background black, and the fonts we could just leave it like that. For the selected item with data, so we have to format stats. I don't like borders, but this I want it to be this color, so it blends with what we already have, and make it 9. And unselected with data. All I have to do is go to the fill. I like this color like that. And I go to the front, okay, and I make it 9 as well. And I click OK. So that's just it. All I have to do is click this and make this 3 and remove our header as well. I want to display header and I click OK. So that's all to get this sorted. Okay. I cut this and bring it here. With my sizes, I can reduce the heights as well. Yeah, so it fits in and plays its own part as well. As you can see, everything looking nice. So let me report connections for our sizes. So every chart on our dashboard. So click OK and then let's check it out if it's working. Nigerian used cars, the average price is 4 million, foreign use 8.9 million. For a brand new car, you're looking about 20 million upward. And with like 8k mileage kilometers and 132 horsepower. So you can see how we could easily go through and our data and understand it even better. So that's that about this dashboard. And if you're just joining us and you've been here from start to the end, you could like, subscribe, and share. I love you guys, and I'm doing this because of you guys. And I hope this is helpful and you get to build something aesthetic. I don't even want to chop my mouth. Something that is beautiful like this, or even better. So I'll drop descriptions to resources I used to get our car PNG. You see the other Camry or Corolla just sitting pretty beside it. But anyways, this brings us to the end of today's tutorial. I just want to say good night, good morning, whenever you're watching this, and do well to practice, explore new things, learn new things. There's a lot you could do with Excel that you might not really know, but once you bend it to how you can utilize it, I promise you, you could do a lot more than you can think of. So that will be that for today, and take care. Bye, guys.